Hey guys, Matt here, Mobile Remedy. Today I'm going to do a video on some of the hacks that we have here for Pokemon Go. Now, keep in mind, pretty much had the Pokedex complete with everything that we can have here in America prior to hacking it. Otherwise, it just takes away the fun of the game. But since we have pretty much everything now, it's just a game of waiting for the second generation to come out. I'm pretty much just roam the world trying to figure out if I can find the other Pokemon here. I believe the only one regional we do have is the Farfetch'd, and I've been running all over Australia and Europe trying to find Kangaskhan as well as Mr. Mime, and I can tell you that that's not an easy task to complete. So anyway, back to this. Here we're actually in Manhattan, and I'm not in Manhattan, I'm actually here in Bristol. But to show you guys where we're at, we are right here by Central Park, right in between Central Park and Times Square. So you can see where we are. Now keep in mind, I am not responsible if you get banned, I'm not responsible if your account gets shut down. None of that is on me, it's on you. We have some safeguards in play, but I do constantly get soft banned, which means I can run around the world, however I can't collect Pokestops or Pokemon, everything just runs away from you. So as you can see, we got the pretty typical they call it tap to walk, but really it's a little control analog joystick here. We can just roam around. Seems pretty slow, but you got to keep it kind of slow in order to hatch eggs. But we do have speed settings here and other settings. You can just tap it and walk and let it keep walking without touching it. Walk around the world pretty much and just never touch your phone, which I guess is good for if you're trying to get somewhere without warping. Warping place to place will get you banned. Anyway, come to a Pokestop here real quick and just show you is that it's perfectly functional. Collect things. Everything works good. And another cool feature about this, you can see we got a Tauros here. Now you never really know what your stats are. People don't understand, they always go by what the CP says. The CP isn't necessarily the tell-all of how good your Pokemon is. You can have, like here we have a 698 Bulbasaur, but his level's only at level 26 with a 56% overall rating. So his attack's actually at 0. His defense is 10, and his stamina, which is how high his HP can actually go, is at 15. The highest is 15 for each one of these stats. Now you can see the lower level one, which most people, if you didn't know their stats, would get rid of to evolve this one. He is 15, 15, 14. Now what that makes a difference is how strong they are once they evolve. You see he's a level 56, he's got a little bit of that arc left right there. Now you can see he's actually 20, he's got quite a bit of an arc. He's 87, but his stats are a lot better than the last guy. So I mean in 4 levels, 4.5 levels, it shouldn't cover that much of a distance in that arc right there. So it does make a huge difference. Now back to this. So you have a Tauros here, you catch him. You never know how strong he is, you're just going to go by the CP. But this is a pretty cool hack that they have for the game. You click on him, and you actually get a message up top. And it tells you what his moves are, it tells you what his overall percentage is. His attack is going to be 15, his defense is 12, and his stamina is only 1. But it also has this capture probability with each one of the Pokeballs. So there's about 17%, 24%, 31% that will catch him with each one of the balls respectively. Another cool feature is you never really know when you're going to catch him. Here, if we can actually hit him with the ball, it tells me he's going to escape. Again. Now this time it's going to catch him. Now once we have him, we can make a decision on whether or not we want to keep him. I mean, Tauros overall, really, he doesn't get strong in the game. It's kind of sad because he's a beast. But really overall, once you get up into the higher levels, he's really just not all that worth it leveling up. And but as you can see here, he's at level 27, so if you don't know already, your Pokemon can always go up to 1.5 levels above your trainer level. So I'm level 27, so his max level would be 28.5. He's at 62% overall, so he's got great attack, good defense, and horrible stamina. And he's at 1351, so pretty much, you know, I mean, for me, as you can see, we have 90 candies at this point. We don't keep too many things around. Also, another cool thing, you know, when you're sitting on your couch at home, don't really have much to do, and this is kind of one of the main reasons why I decided to hack this game. You know, you catch all these cool Pokemon and you just have nothing to do with them, you know, if you're not out there running the streets. One of the best things you can do is sit here and actually battle gyms. Give you something to do with the Pokemon that you so lovingly catch and level up and everything here. So he's 28, 25, so we'll just go at him with the 22, 82. He's weak against ice anyway. So we got somebody else in here. 12 o'clock at night. And we'll finish him off. Somebody else drop something in there. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to sit here. No need to sit here and fight the gym. Get the point. So yeah, man, it's some pretty cool hacks. Like I said, you know, mine was already basically completed. I was actually already at level 27 before I started hacking the game. It's really just one of them things, just to kill time until Niantic decides to step their game up and actually do something to keep us interested in the game when we get this high in the game. Because really, once you're up here, there's just not a whole lot to do. Another thing Niantic definitely needs to work on is the fact that you can only have at most 1,000 items. And as you can see, it kind of gets a little cluttered because you don't have a whole much to do. And then you're sitting there scrambling, trying to figure out what to get rid of. And it just kind of takes the fun away from the game at this point. But yeah, I'll just show you what I mean, I keep my things by favorite at this point, because the main thing I'm actually looking for is the statistics, you know, their overall ratings here. Obviously, it's still going to be in CP order, but these are the guys I pretty much battle gyms with at this point. And I can tell you one thing, man, Charizard, he's really hard to get your hands on. A pretty good one of him. Definitely don't sleep on Geodudes. Definitely want to level them up all the way here. They might not look like they're very strong CP wise, like once you get up in the higher levels, but I'm telling you, they can take a beating. Another one of the Pokemon that I am absolute advocate for is this guy right here, Chansey. The thing with Chansey is, look at that HP. I mean, while it's not a very strong Pokemon to actually go ahead and fight, they will hold the gym down. I mean, you think about it, at 442, he's going to be the first Pokemon that's encountered. You know, if you got a pretty strong gym up there at the top, this one's going to give him a little bit of a hard time. I mean, Zen Headbutt actually does 12 damage, and Psychics 2 times at 55. With a good regeneration rate, you know, this one would actually be a pretty big pain in the ass to, you know, get past. Not like it's not going to be beaten down, but it's a pretty good roadblock to get in people's way, so you might want to keep that in mind. So yeah, guys, I wanted to show you a couple of these things here. We do have some more coming. Keep you up to date on that. And be sure to drop by our website at iPhoneRepairsPhiladelphia.com. It's iPhoneRepairsPhiladelphia.com. Make sure you click like, drop a comment below, let me know what you want to see. If there's any other questions you have about the game, make sure you drop by our Facebook site too at facebook.com/rootfordroid. It's facebook.com/rootfordroid. And I am going to Pokemon Go